All right, so now we're going to talk about the major cultural shifts in academics, and there are 4 of them that we will address today. And Rancho is tackling these academic trends head on. We want to be at the leading edge of these trends, and we have strategic plans around those. So tell us what those trends are.
So these are 4 trends that we're seeing that are really impacting the future of education. And so we've really wanted to take a look at these and tackle these. We have amazing teachers and amazing staff and students that are helping us do that. So the 4 trends are global citizenry, say that 10 times fast, college planning, student analytics, and the concept of secure independence, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But these are 4 kind of pressing trends that we're noticing in education that Rancho is excited to be a part of.
We also want to talk about secure independence. And this is our final point today. There's a lot of discussion about what to do with that age group between 10 and 14. It is a little bit of a funky age, right? Do you remember being 10 or 14? Some of you here are 10 or 14. It's a funky age because you're not quite a kid and you're not quite an adolescent. Some people have called them tweeners. It is felt by every 5th and 6th grader. That sense of, am I a teenager yet? Can I explore? Can I think on my own? Brains are getting much more complex. We can do independent thinking, creative thinking, complex problem solving. But still, there's a big difference between a 6th grader and an 8th grader, physically, socially, spiritually, academically. And so the goal for the 5th, 6th years is to have each student feel independently secure. Because here's a reality. Kids go through more changes between the ages of 10 to 14 than in any other time in their lives after 18 months old. Huge change between birth and 18 months. And then the greatest change in a person's life, physically, socially, spiritually, academically, is between the ages of 10 and 14 years old. That is a critically important age. Now, in that age group, they need a sense of independence. Right, if we're just still hovering over our kids and they can't make their own choices, they can't think on their own, they can't creatively think or problem solve, then we're not doing them any good developmentally. They need to be stretched. They need to be stretched in terms of their independence. They don't need to be coddled as kids as much. They can feel free to explore, to make choices on their own, and even to lead. Leadership skills start to develop around that 5th, 6th age group. But they also need to feel secure. They need to feel as though they can take some independent risks, but they also need to know there's a safety net if they fall, and an army of adults who love them and let them know it's okay. If you succeed, there's going to be wonderful accolades there and tons of support for you when you succeed, but when you face a challenge, there's going to be a lot of people here who will help you out. And so this is a critically important age, and there's a lot of discussions in terms of what this means academically. Do we keep putting 6th graders with 8th graders, or is there another model that says that 5th, 6th grade, those 5th and 6th grades can be a wonderful, unique experience, tailor-made for exactly where they are developmentally? And you've got a pretty fun announcement.
Well, you got so close to me, so close, but you left the good part for me. So this is monumental, this is historic. We are actually announcing tonight a new school at Rancho for 5th and 6th grade. It's called Upper Elementary, and it will be housed in the East Campus. And this is a great opportunity to address exactly what that quote said, that struggle between security and independence. And we're very excited. It's research-based. Our principal, Mrs. Cowan, has spent a lot of time, and our teachers have spent a lot of time on developing this model. We're really excited about all the things that it will include. So this school is going to include some fantastic leadership opportunities for these 5th and 6th graders. Really cool electives. So we talked about the Mandarin before. They'll be able to have Mandarin as one of their elective courses. And then a really interesting business course that we're working on as well. Just a nice wide variety of electives to kind of keep them excited about learning. There'll be specialized instruction for the core classes, which is also very good. And then, of course, the things that kids are excited about, right? So they'll have their lockers, they'll have places to play, all of those very kid-specific and kid-necessary tools that I'm sure that they are very important. We talked a little bit about Apple Distinguished School as well. So we're going one-to-one in the upper elementary school as well with iPads. They'll be having those tablets with them as they learn with their teachers. They'll have their own campus. the village, which is back there. I would encourage any of you that are walking down that direction to go look at the beautiful village that we have back down there. There's gorgeous lights, great signs, and we'll have Mrs. Cowan, our elementary principal, will be in a classroom that we've kind of set up as a sample classroom for you. So it'll have the idea wall. We've painted the wall with the idea paint. Those of you that know the idea wall here down at the middle and high school building, there's a woohoo for the idea walls. So we have the idea wall, some unique seating. She can kind of talk you through that. But I encourage you to go down and visit. It's a very exciting opportunity for us. It is historic for us. It's historic for the area, and we're really excited to make that announcement tonight.
Absolutely, and that's something we can applaud. This is a real concerted effort on our part to make sure that those preteen years have a tailor-made experience just for them. So it'll be very much like middle school in that you'd have the lockers and you change classrooms and you can play middle school sports, right? So you get a lot of the benefits of middle school, but it's a little more of a secure environment, tailor-made for that 5th and 6th grade year. And we are absolutely thrilled about it.